And as you can see, we do have John Fanta here. I'm going to tell you guys this. I don't think I've ever been asked about anything more in my life than I was asked whether or not Fanta was still doing Field of 68 after the announcement came that he was heading to NBC Sports. We'll talk about that in a second. But it really felt good to know that people cared about me, right? When all I get is peppered with, wait, you're losing Fanta? Do I still need to watch Field 68 now? Fanta's gone? Why am I going to watch? What's wrong with the DTF? Is it just the DT pod now? What are we going to do here? Fanta,
Nobody's listening to a DT pod.
no one's listening to a DT pod. So, Fanta, we appreciate you keeping the F in DTF. And congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. I told you this before, when you told me about it, but I'm very pleasantly surprised. Well, surprised is the wrong word, but I'm very happy for the fact that you have found a place that is going to embrace a lot of what you do and give you an opportunity to cover different sports as well. So congratulations, my friend. Happy for you.
Well, I appreciate it, fellas, very much, and I appreciate everybody for reaching out. And the podcast is—
He's choking up, T.O. He's choking up. We might get a
tears.
The pod.
Yeah, exactly. The podcast means the world, and I'll tell you what, I'm grateful, very grateful to the people who have given me a shot in the past, and Fox Sports gave me a shot to get my career rolling, and for that, I'm obviously forever grateful to them, and I'm super thankful to be joining Team NBC and everything that NBC Sports is doing, which in the basketball world, they are taking ownership of basketball in a variety of ways between the NBA and 100 plus games of inventory in the playoffs and the WNBA and everything that they will have in that package, including all the way up to the WNBA finals. Men's and women's college basketball, they continue to rise in that column with 60 plus Big Ten, 60 plus Big East, another 20 Big 12 this year. And when you combine everything with the Atlantic 10 as well, they have over 200 games. And so the company is obviously going all in on hoops, but not just basketball. We've seen it with their partnership with the Big Ten in college football, which obviously they've done Notre Dame for a number of years, but now that aligns on Saturdays, and really had my first college football Saturday this past weekend with a great crew that includes a former cast member of the Field of 12 in Joshua Perry.
Shout out to JP, man.
It's now doing a terrific job at NBC Sports. So
when you're on set with him, do you just feel like you have to spend about $1,000 more on a suit just to make sure that you can live up to those standards, live up to those expectations?
That man is fit. I mean, he has got it going on. He came ready. He came cooking. But it was just an amazing opportunity, and I'm super grateful for it. And we get to do this job. I get to do this job. You, the people who watch our podcast and who listen to our podcast, we appreciate all of you. Same way that when we do a game, we appreciate you, whether you like it or whether you're tweeting at us that you got that wrong. Hey, you took the time to provide the feedback. And of course, with NBC Sports, they have the Olympics. And it's just super cool to be on a team that has a lot of different things cooking. And when we were talking about this new deal, one of the things that happened this past college basketball season was NBC and Peacock partnered with the Field of 68 as the year went on bracketology. And so when I said, well, I got this really fun podcast. It's every week with Terrence Oglesby and Rob Doster. Oh, of course we know Rob. Of course, we know Field of 68. Of course we know all that. I said, is it okay? Would this be something, can I still continue to do Field of 68? And, shout out to my agent. He makes all those things happen. Kevin Belby, man, does a great job. And they said, you know what, yeah, absolutely. We love what you do for college basketball, how you talk about college basketball. And so we will continue on with another season of DTF. And I'm super pumped and I'm thankful and I'm excited because college football starts, and the three of us love college football, and we do love football season. We're going to be tailgating and doing all that. We'll be partying this weekend for the NFL and whatnot. But it does mean when college football starts that college basketball is just about 2 months away. And it's not even that because we got a bunch of preseason stuff. So I'm ready. I'm excited. And I appreciate both of you guys for your friendship and your support.
T.O., my favorite part of Fanta getting the job at NBC, and we kind of talked about this a little bit, was the Fanta announcement video.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen anything better than the Fanta announcement video. Just 2 minutes and 7 seconds of Fanta in his element. It just started like you start with the screen up on the ceiling and the
victory
pan down
lap
to
Fanta.
yourself. You're
Victory
down the
lap
shore,
Fanta.
but he's got the suit jacket on and he's all buttoned up and hair freshly cut. There was nothing better. What is it? There's nothing better than victory lap Fanta.
Nothing better than victory lap Fanta. The pan, I've watched this 30 times. The pan from the ceiling to your face, which I know, like you did it. And then it was like, there's a fall crisp in the air. Fanta is so back. So back. No, that was good.
Back. We're ready to go. I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
But hey, you took an X or a Twitter hiatus there for a little bit. That was kind of like the reintroduction of Fanta back for ball season. Back for ball season.
Back for ball season. Having a kid obviously changed life in a lot of ways.
Yep.
I think I'll say this. Okay, I'll say this about the X side. The more I think about it, I actually think I don't want to speak for Rob or UTO, but I do believe in this. I think that the more tweets that you put out with your content, like our show and different segments from that, people are interested in that. If I'm tweeting too much about a team or a game or whatnot, nowadays everything. How many tweets got old takes exposed after the first North Carolina drive last night?
Oh.
That was one thing I learned over when you have a kid. You two know this as dads now. It's like, yeah, it totally changes it totally changes pretty much everything. And in-game tweeting doesn't happen as much anymore because you got to put your kid down or you got to do this or whatnot. So might be a little bit more scaled back in general on that. But that was the hey, we're back, we're ready. And you know what, guys? I was thinking about this, and so I think it's a segue for where we're heading on this show today. But like in the midst of the chaos and all this, college football Saturday served as a reminder, and I know that when November 3rd rolls around, it's going to serve as a reminder. When the games tip off, everything else becomes secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Talking game, we're talking ball. We're talking ball, and I think in college basketball, Rob, that this is going to be a super fascinating season because you have a number of different arcs that are happening with coaching tenures and with teams and another team trying to go for a repeat, but the team that won the two in a row before them, it now appears to be right near the top. But there's a number of other storylines as well, with a couple of coaches going in their second season now thinking they could get to a Final Four. It all roads lead to Indianapolis now, guys. And when we've had Indianapolis Final Fours, they typically deliver. So I think college hoops is going to be super, super fun this year. And there's arguments to be made for who the number one team in the country is. That's cool too. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this about the storylines heading into the season. I just with